When I was about like 16, I started taking driver's ed, and I realized I couldn't focus, and there was like not a lot of stuff I could do to fix it. I would retake all the tests in there and whatever, but I still couldn't focus on what I was doing. So I'd be on the road and I would not remember anything, and then I would go and take a test and I wouldn't remember anything, and I was like, I don't know why I can't focus on anything I do. And so I got diagnosed with ADHD 16 years after, which was frustrating. So when I was younger, every year my parents would get a call home from my teacher, and they'd say I was being obnoxious or I was being like annoying towards the other students, and I didn't realize that like a large part of it was ADHD because I wanted to focus on making friends and having fun rather than doing the assigned task at the time. So I think like that probably should have been like an indicator in like the beginning parts of my life, but I definitely function a little bit differently mentally than other people. Definitely something that I didn't realize was a big part of my childhood, but in retrospect, it probably should have gone diagnosed. Yeah, so it feels like when you finally find the thing that you've lost, it kind of, it just like shows up one day. Somebody's like, hey, this is what you have, and you're kind of like, oh, that is what I have, and you feel a lot more at peace. And being medicated, it's not the end of the world. It's not like you're relying on it. It's just helping you. It's better to be taking medications than to be sitting and struggling. So it's definitely a good feeling to become diagnosed and realize like this is an actual thing, and it's not just like me who can't focus. It's like other people have the same issue as me. So something I'd want people to know about people with ADHD is that like we're not interrupting you because we think that what we have to say is more important. It's more so like we got to get it out so that we can, just continue to go about like our day. It's like if we don't do this one task that we feel like we need to do, then we won't be able to stop thinking about it. It's not just like, oh, I can't sit still, I can't focus. It's like you can focus, but you may not be able to focus on what's important. Oftentimes, I'll like hyper focus on something. So if I feel really passionately about it, I'll want to keep my attention on it for as long as possible until I eventually get bored and decide, I don't need it anymore. Or it forces me to like not have any interest at all in the subject because I can't find a part of it that I like. It definitely does affect you in a lot of ways, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're less smart than somebody or that you're more childish. It just means that like you have to do most like at least school-related tasks a little bit differently. ADHD is like something that is so much easier to deal with than I thought it was going to be at the time.